Hey Taurus, welcome to your November love reading. How are you, love bugs? I hope you're all well and happy and had an amazing October. Everything you guys need to know on how I go about doing my readings, this particular reading, it's in the description box below, so check it out. As well as my contact details. If you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Andrea. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you find a message within this reading today that's helpful and you choose to stay for the journey. And a massive thank you for all the support and the love and the beautiful energy you guys bring to the channel. I would not be here if it weren't for you guys, and I'm really grateful. So thank you. Taurus, I have a surprise. I'm giving away a free 30-minute love reading in the month of November. All you need to do to qualify for it is just comment below your name, and I just want to get some positive vibes happening in the comment section. So tell me, what beauty does love bring to your life? I'm just going to randomly select a winner at the end of November. You'll know you've won if I have commented on your comment that you're the winner. All right, guys, let's have a look and see what is going on in your love life, Taurus. What's happening in love? Let's light your candle and get some real Taurus vibes happening in this place. All right. What's going on in love? How are we feeling? What's been going on with Taurus? Who am I connecting with? Peace. Have you let something go? You have come a long way. It is time to rest for the next chapter. Taurus, I'm feeling that there's been a lot of resistance in coming to terms with something to do in your relationships, intimate relationships, right? Whether you are partnered and you have been butting heads on something for quite some time, and there's been a lot of backwards and forwards energy and a lot of uncertainty, it has to do with facing the reality and really allowing and surrendering to what is. If this has got to do with an ex-partner, it is actually letting go of certain expectations surrounding that particular partnership and how you've wanted it to evolve. Really facing something painful is what I'm getting. I feel that this year has been really challenging. You've been very determined, very committed to this particular energy, this intimate partner. You really wanted and saw this person as your person. And giving up was just not an option for you. Whether you're together, whether you're, it's an ex, or whether you're even single, and there's a certain belief system that you would absolutely not lower your standards on. And I feel that you have evolved tremendously, and holding on to this particular way of thinking when it comes to intimate relationships, when it comes to this partner, or when it comes to this ex, really hindered your personal growth, and it was painful. Your determination to see things out a particular way really went against the flow. But I feel that finally there is nothing more that you can absolutely do with this situation. You have to release it. You've realized this, and I feel that November is about change. It's about transforming that belief, that expectation, that faith and that hope, and redirecting it in a new way. Taking love in a different direction altogether, Taurus. So let's break this down and let's have a look at what this is about. One of those things where you just can't force it to happen. And I'm not saying that you were trying to force your hand or bend someone else's hand to deliver a particular way, or to meet a particular standard, or to reciprocate. It is about your will and determination coming from deep within you and wanting to manifest something specific. It really closed you off for a long time to the opportunities that Spirit was trying to bring your way that would further benefit your growth and your development, as well as healing and releasing anything that has to do with the heart space that was causing you a lot of pain. So let's have a look. Let's break this down. What is this about? What is this about? How do you feel about this situation? I feel that this is definitely a karmic situation for a lot of you. Not all of you, but for a lot of you. It's reached the point where there is absolutely no doubting the fact that you were just giving to something and it not only was it not reciprocated, I think the realization has been that even if it got to the point where even if you got breadcrumbs or a little bit of acknowledgement, it really boosted you and it kind of fed you enough to keep on giving and keep on going. So whatever energy you were connecting with, you were absolutely giving it 150% of your all. Now, that may not even mean physically. You know, that could mean energetically as well, where, you know, they pick up the phone and they call you out of the blue, and it completely would change your direction. It would completely change your focus. All of a sudden your focus would be back on them, and energetically you were giving to that energy 100%, even if a lot of words weren't said. So this is about change at a core level, where the change of focus has not only happened in your physical realm, it's actually happened on internally, because there's nothing else that you can give that then just not reciprocating. You're seeing the truth of the matter. You're seeing that they will give only enough to keep you hanging around, or they will communicate only enough as it's necessary. There is also that element that I feel when it comes to this particular energy that you're connecting with, that, you know what, they would tell you only what you needed to know to keep the peace and to basically keep the peace. They didn't want to argue, they don't want to cut you out. They want to keep that door open. They love and appreciate the energy you put into them. It boosts their ego, it boosts their confidence. They feel loved and nurtured and cared for. Something Taurus is unbelievable at doing, bringing stability into people's lives. Beautiful energy, Taurus. You bring a lot of stability into other people's lives, and it is through your heart space that you do that. And so others that are going through their own journey where, you know, their heart space is blocked, or they've got a lot to work through, find a lot of peace. You know, a lot of peace, a lot of nurturing within your energy. And this is the same thing. So this person doesn't want to close the door, but they don't want to 100% commit, and they'll only give you enough information, enough emotion, enough communication as is needed. There's more going on that meets the eye, and I feel that you're finally realizing that. Now, for those of you that aren't partnered, for those of you that this isn't an ex, or for those of you that are not partnered, this is the type of energy that you've been dealing with for quite some time now, and you've become used to overcompensating. There is this transition that's happening, I feel, Taurus, at a core level, where you're recognizing that boundaries need to go up. And I feel that in November, if you are starting to date, you may go from one extreme to the other, where you're finding it really difficult to not put those walls up all the way, and kind of block your blessings when they do try to come in, out of fear that you're going to be redirected once again. You're going to invest and you're going to pour your all into someone, and it's not going to turn out as planned. So I'm being flagged. That's what I see, a red flag, to tell you that, there is the element that there may be new love coming in, and you are going to be so determined on not having the wool pulled over your eyes, that you're going to be looking for anything that may be off, that may be wrong, so that you don't get hurt, so that you don't open up. So Spirit is saying, slowly but surely, maybe friendship, a way to start a new romantic relationship, whether it be reconciliation as well, is by friendship, and really getting to know someone before you invest in them emotionally or intimately. When it comes to this person that you're going to connect with, or that you're connecting with, I'm also getting, Taurus, that, this person is really confused. They feel that they have a lot of choices. They do have choices. We all do. They do have opportunity. But you know what happens, right? When we don't know, when we can't make a commitment to ourselves, because a commitment in general, okay, we don't make a commitment, it's usually comes to out of fear of letting ourselves down and other people down. So what do? We keep all these doors and options open, and we sit in that phase of not making any decisions. So we choose to do nothing with all the choices that we have, out of fear of making the wrong choice. This is the type of energy that I'm getting from the person that you're connecting with. It is fear-based. So while they might feel that they have a lot of choices, and it's great for their confidence and their ego, and it's great for their self-esteem, what we also have is someone that's not willing to put in and make a commitment to themselves, to make a commitment to their belief system, to make a commitment to their value, and follow through with that, because there's a big fear of failure. So they are really having trouble manifesting anything in their life, and this could affect their career, it could affect their intimate relationships, their family, their friendships. They might be really up in the air and really uncertain and all over the place. This is a type of energy, and they might that they're currently in, and they may be displaying. And they may be even saying things such as, I just can't seem to get things happening in my life. And that's because they're waiting for others to make decisions so that they can take the responsibility away from themselves, right? So when it comes to this situation, Spirit is saying, remember the lessons you've learned. If there's any guidance I can offer you as you work through this space in the month of November, Taurus, is remember those lessons. Remember what you've been through. Hold on to the lessons, but not everybody is the same. And so treating everybody with that same approach is actually going to sabotage you moving forward. This is something that you needed to go through, obviously, so that you can find your peace, so that you can, let go, and you can give birth to this new way of loving, of living, of, your belief system, of following your belief system. It's just a different perspective based on all of that you've been through, that you have come a long way. So you can take that with you, but pay attention to the person, the people, or the person that you're connecting with, because they are different. And they will communicate differently. And just because they may display something that's very similar to the other person, it doesn't mean that they will react in the same way. So give them space and allow them the opportunity to show up. I really do feel that this is about moving on from an ex. It's about meeting. If you, started dating someone new, it has to do about allowing them the space to prove who they truly are, not necessarily prove to you, but allowing them to be themselves and express themselves openly without shutting them down because of what you've experienced. This is also, if you are already partnered, this is about, if you've made the decision that you want to stick it out with this person, that you want to, you want to see, you want to go the long haul with this person. It's about taking that step back and allowing them to show you those changes that they're trying to make, and that they're not going to approach things in the same way that they once used to. Okay. Yeah, I totally get that. Okay, so as you go through the month of November, Taurus, just remember that you are turning a new leaf. This is a different situation. The goal is to approach things in a different way. And falling into a repeating cycle is something I don't feel you'll be doing, only because these changes are coming at a core level for you. The disappointment and what you've been holding on to, and this long journey you've had to go through, and the pain associated with that was based on the potential that both of you would discuss about the future, but none of that actually came to fruition. And so there is a lot of questioning about, was I imagining this? Did they really not feel this way? What about all those things we talked about? Where has all that gone? So it was all about the what ifs, and coming to the reality now that they were just, it's not even about being promises that weren't kept. They were dreams about what the future could bring for both of you. But compatibility is always a major factor in relationships. And so to see through a common goal with someone, you both have to be able to have that compatibility when it comes to communication and that energy exchange, so that you can live out those dreams, so you can manifest those dreams. And so this is the realization that you still hold those goals when it comes to love, commitment, relationships, but this was not the person. And it was, I guess, painful thinking that you thought you were so freaking right, and despite the burden that you've had to, you feel that you carry this with you, like it's always with you. This energy, this person, what happened, the story, the love story, the breakup, the makeup, the promises, everything, the memories, the intimacy that plague you constantly on your mind, where they just pop in and out. It has become a weight too much for you to carry, and you just think, I need to turn this new leaf. I can't keep looking backwards at what has happened. I need to take my love and I need to move forward and find someone that's really going to be able to take it and do something with it that is going to manifest that kind of love that I want in my future. So you're taking all that pain and you're redirecting it, and you're using that pain as, your fuel and into moving into the future, Taurus. And that's what November is going to be all about: determination, perseverance, will, digging deep, and having faith. The Tauruses that I'm connecting with do not give up on love, and I can feel that. You will not give up on love. You would, much rather fight for love over anything else. All right, Taurus, I hope you found that helpful. If you would like to reach out for a personal reading because you vibe with my reading style, I'd love to do one for you. Contact details in the description box below. Don't forget to comment if you'd like a 30-minute free love reading. What does love bring to your life? Tell me about all the good feels, okay? Have a great month, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye, Taurus.